Hey guys, I haven't posted for a long time, and I was just out doing a little work in the orchard. Orchard. I always laugh when I say orchard, because really all it is just a collection of a bunch of little tiny sticks right now. But hey, if one thing I'm optimistic, or hopefully it's going to turn into an orchard. I was out doing a little liming work on the trees. The lime is a little late. Probably should have got it on in September, October, but anyway, I got it on today. Just half a pound of lime, or handful and a half around each tree is about all I put. In the Maritimes here, our soil is pretty much always acidic, and the apple tree likes a little bit of a more balanced soil, so over the next few years I'll be putting a few applications of lime on every fall to help them along. But what this is about, I always was a firm believer in the best lesson learnt is by making a mistake. I've also learnt over the years that's time consuming and costly. So here I have one of my subscribers is Al, and he has a little orchard, and he put up a bit of advice this spring called vole guards, vole guards, vole guards. And nowadays I find it's a lot less expensive and time consuming if when you hear good advice you take it. So here you go, Al, getting the vole guards around the trees today. I don't have enough for all the trees, but I have most of them with vole guards around them. Now, it was a little green mesh type of guard that I had here, and it seemed to be a nice fine mesh. All I did was overlapped it, put a twist tie on it, and tied it off, and then buried it down in the ground. Now today it was +9 and rainy last night, so the ground was nice and soft. So I shoved them down into the ground about an inch, and hopefully that will do. It was one of the apple books I have. Was it Michael Phillips' apple book? He took his skis and skied through his orchard in the wintertime to help collapse the vole tunnels. Now this area that I have my trees planted in, I walk pretty much daily. I have a little Jack Russell or Parsons Russell that's he's a 3-part runaway type dog, so I take him out daily a couple times, 3-4 times a day on the leash to use the washroom, and I have another yellow lab that he's out every day or a couple times a day along with us, so we tromp this area pretty steady all winter long. So as far as any vole tunnels that are going to be underneath, I'm thinking we're going to keep them tromped down pretty good and not have much trouble with them. The other thing is the little terrier that I have. Boys, he loves digging them out. He can sniff them out from a mile away and he'll dig them out. So I'm thinking if, like down along the fence line here where the grass is, if we have any little voles that come in under there, he'll pretty much have them dug out. They don't stand much of a chance. The other little place they like to spend the winter is underneath my building, and from the building to any board piles that you have, there's straw on top of the garlic, so they travel back and forth from the straw to the board piles or in underneath the shed up there. But that little terrier, he's a great little fella at tearing them out. So when you hear a good bit of advice, instead of not listening to it, take it, use it. It'll probably be a lot cheaper and a lot easier in the long run. So there you go. Vole guards, vole guards, vole guards. Thanks for that one, Al.